Demi Lovato has been facing an ongoing battle for as long as we can remember. It all started in 2009, and to this day she continues to open up about her healing journey and everything she's faced. Yet there have been so many theories and rumors revolving around her story that it's easy to lose track of what's true and what isn't. Today, we're going to be sharing with you everything Demi Lovato has faced, not to mention some new truths she's recently revealed behind her issues. These new truths will definitely surprise you and change your whole opinion on Demi, so keep watching. 2009. Demi Lovato opened up about the struggles she was facing back in 2009 in her YouTube documentary, Simply Complicated, which was released in 2017. In it, she expressed the bullying she was facing at school and how she felt like an outcast. Later on, she befriended a popular girl at her school who convinced Lovato that partying is what will help her have friends. This is what led Demi to be introduced to both alcohol and drugs. The first time Demi tried cocaine was in 2009 when she was only 17. She was still working for Disney Channel at the time. She says, "I was with a couple friends and they introduced me to it. I was scared because my mom always told me your heart could just burst if you do it, but I did it anyways, and I loved it." Lovato's father was an addict and an alcoholic, so Lovato claims she always searched for what he found in drugs and alcohol because he chose those substances over his family. Her eating disorder also developed when she was 9. She says she started purging and binge eating at that age. 2010. In November 2010, at 18 years old, Lovato entered a treatment center for the first time to address her issues with eating and self-harm, among other things. One of the catalysts for this was the incident she had with one of the female backup dancers, which she opens up about in Simply Complicated. She said, "I just went up to her and it was a blur. Everyone was freaking out. I just remember going and sitting down, texting my mom, 'I'm sorry,' and I slept the whole day." Shortly after the incident, Lovato's rep expressed in a statement that Demi had decided to take responsibility for her actions and seek help. She had to cancel the rest of her tour to get better. 2011. Then in January 2011, Lovato left rehab. It was later revealed she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder while in treatment. She confessed to People magazine that looking back it made sense. There were times that she was so manic she was writing 7 songs in a night, and she'd be up until 5:30 in the morning. Lovato's longtime manager Phil McIntyre noted in Simply Complicated that her post-rehab glow started to fade each day that passed. He states she wasn't working her program and that she wasn't ready to get sober. At this point, Demi was sneaking cocaine onto planes, sneaking into the bathrooms, and anywhere she could. She went on what she calls a 2-month bender, during which she had an overdose scare. She says, "I was either craving drugs or on drugs. I was not easy to work with. I was using while I had a sober companion, and I went through like 20 sober companions." 2012. The substance abuse lasted until spring of 2012. In fact, the last night she drank alcohol was the night before she performed on American Idol. She invited 2 random strangers to her hotel room and got incredibly drunk. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Trender if you haven't already. 2013. In 2013, Lovato checked into an LA sober house, following several months of sobriety. During this period, she served as a judge on The X Factor alongside Britney Spears. Demi said, "You really have to lean into the people that are trying to support you. You have to surrender because that's when the change is going to happen." And from that year until 2017, change did occur. 2013 to 2017. In November of 2016, Lovato finally opened up about the struggles of staying sober to glamour. She admits getting sober was difficult. She says after going to rehab, she didn't stay sober. She occasionally had issues. However, the following March, she took to Instagram to celebrate 5 years of sobriety. She spoke about how grateful she was despite all the ups and downs she's faced on her journey. 2017. Then, in the year 2017, she released Simply Complicated on YouTube. In the documentary, she openly speaks about her sobriety and her eating disorder. In the documentary, she shared that food is still one of the biggest challenges in her life. In March of that same year, she posted a photo about her recovery and showing how far she's come. 2018. Things seemed to be picking up for Demi Lovato. In 2018, she celebrated 6 years of sobriety, tweeting, "Just officially turned 6 years sober. So grateful for another year of joy, health, and happiness. It is possible. A few months later, though, she released a new song, Sober, which seemed to imply she'd relapsed. This leads us to what happened on July 24th, 2018. Lovato was rushed to the hospital for an overdose. A month later, Lovato told her fans through Instagram that she was seeking treatment again, saying, "I now need time to heal and focus on my sobriety and road to recovery. The love you have all shown me will never be forgotten, and I look forward to the day where I can say I came out on the other side. I will keep fighting." Something she revealed about her overdose has left everyone in shock. It turns out her overdose gave Lovato 3 strokes and a heart attack, which resulted in brain damage. 2019. However, the following year, Lovato opened up about her relapse on Instagram. She posted, "Today I would have had 7 years sober. I don't regret going out because I needed to make those mistakes, but I must never forget that's exactly what they were, mistakes." Since then, she's been making progress and really trying to get back on track with her music. She returned to the stage for the first time after her relapse in 2020 with her song called Anyone, which she sang at the Grammys. She even got to perform at the Super Bowl and sang the national anthem. Now, Demi is returning to YouTube with a new docuseries called Demi Lovato, Dancing with the Devil, set to be released in March. The docuseries will unpack some of the most challenging times in her life and career, including when she discovered the importance of her physical, emotional, and mental health. For the first time ever, Demi Lovato will open up about everything that led to her overdose, as well as the things she's learned in the aftermath. She says, "It's been 2 years since I came face to face with the darkest point in my life, and now I'm ready to share my story with the world. For the first time, you'll be able to see my chronicle of struggle and ongoing healing from my point of view. I'm grateful I was able to take this journey to face my past head on and finally share it with the world." Director and producer of the docuseries, Michael Ratner, praised the artist's willingness to explore the darkest elements of her life, and that her raw honesty will leave the audience with a complete understanding of everything she's been through and ultimately where she's going. What's your take on Demi's journey? Will you be watching the docuseries or give it a hard pass? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Trender if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.